I spent 30 years at the DMV, started as a clerk, ended as a supervisor in the registration department. Nothing special. Clock in, process paperwork, clock out, go home. That was it. My wife is 2 years younger than me. She quit her job after we got married, raised 2 kids, a daughter and a son. Our daughter got married young. Our son got married at 31. First time I met his fiancée was 2 months before the engagement. He brought her over. "Dad, Mom, I want you to meet someone." His voice shook a little. She was polite, smiled easy, spoke calm. My wife asked her some questions. "What do your parents do?" "My dad works in tech. My mom's a homemaker." "Any siblings?" "One brother. He's married, lives in Portland." My wife nodded. I drank my coffee. Didn't have much to ask. If my son liked her, that was enough. The wedding was small. Venue in downtown Chicago, about 100 guests. No officiant, just a simple ceremony. That's how they do it now. My wife said the dress was too short, but I didn't care. They moved into an apartment about 20 minutes from us. Rental. We helped with the deposit. They took out a loan for the rest. "Think they'll be okay?" My wife asked. "With what?" "The money. The loan payments. They'll figure it out." My wife didn't say anything else. First Thanksgiving after the wedding, she came early, helped my wife with the turkey and sides. Did what my wife told her to do. "Didn't stop once. You did good today." My wife said that. She smiled back. "Thanks. You worked harder than me." That night, my wife told me. "I think she's okay." "Yeah, works hard. Doesn't talk too much." Seems like it. I thought that was it, but it wasn't. Second Thanksgiving. She came, but I heard later they'd fought the night before. "Why do we always have to go?" She'd asked him. "It's Thanksgiving. That's what you do. Your sister doesn't go to her in-laws every year. That's different. Her husband's family does their own thing. So why can't we do our own thing?" He didn't have an answer. But they came anyway. Showed up around 7 in the morning. She said hello, went to the kitchen. But something was different. She barely spoke. Face looked tight. My wife asked her, "You tired?" "No, I'm fine. You drove all night. You can rest if you want." "I'm good." She said that, but she moved slow with the food prep. My wife watched her, then said something. "Not like that." She nodded. Did it the same way again. My wife's face went hard for a second. "I just told you." "Sorry." Her voice got quieter. I sat in the living room watching it happen. Wasn't my place to step in. My son sat there, too. Pretended to watch TV, kept glancing at the kitchen. Around noon, we set the table. She sat down, said grace with us. My wife whispered next to me, "She's not even trying." She didn't hear. Or maybe she did. I looked at her face while we prayed. No expression. Just someone doing what they had to do. After the meal, she helped clean up. My wife corrected her again. "Dishes go on this side." "Oh, okay. I told you earlier." "Sorry." The responses got shorter. My wife stopped talking. Around 4, my son stood up. "We're gonna head out." "Already?" My wife asked. "Yeah, gotta get back." "Something going on?" "No, just want to get home early." He didn't explain more. She just said goodbye, walked to the door. My wife followed her out. "Drive safe." She nodded. Door closed. House went quiet. My wife sighed. Wonder what the rush was. I didn't answer. That night, my wife said something. She seemed off today. Yeah, barely said a word. She's not much of a talker anyway. It was worse than last year. I just nodded. My wife was quiet for a bit, then asked again. "You think I did something wrong?" "No." "Then why was she acting like that?" "Probably tired." My wife didn't say anything else. That summer, we found out she was pregnant. My son called to tell us, "Dad, I'm gonna be a father. Congratulations." Let me put Mom on. My wife's voice got brighter. Really? How's she feeling? Morning sickness bad? Couldn't hear what he said. My wife stayed on the phone a long time, then hung up. We're getting a grandkid. Yeah, maybe things will get better now. What things? Maybe she'll warm up a little. I didn't answer. Didn't think a baby was going to change anything. Just one more person in the picture. But my wife saw it different. Started buying baby stuff, stopping by their place more often. Asked her what she needed, brought over casseroles. She said thank you. But her face stayed tight. My wife came home and said something. I think she's getting more sensitive. That happens when you're pregnant. Feels like more than that. She won't even talk to me. She's probably exhausted. My wife sighed. Winter came. Baby was born. Boy. They named him Liam. When I went to the hospital, she was in the bed. Pale face, dark circles under her eyes. You did good. My wife said that. She tried to smile, but her mouth barely moved. Baby was in the nursery. I looked through the glass. Small. Tiny hands, tiny feet. My wife stood next to me. Looks just like our son did. I didn't remember. All babies looked the same to me. They went to a postpartum care place nearby. 2-week stay. My wife went almost every day. I went a few times. She'd be lying in the bed, looking at her phone. How you feeling? My wife asked. Fine. Eating okay? Yeah. Baby sleeping? Yeah. Short answers. My wife ran out of things to say. I looked out the window. Winter sun hit the glass, made it glow. After she left the care place, she went to her parents' house. Stayed for a month. My wife didn't like that. Why isn't she coming here? Probably easier at her parents' place. Shouldn't she be with her husband's family? Everyone goes to their parents' place now. I stayed with my in-laws when I had kids. Different time. My wife bit her lip. Month later, she came back. Came to our house with Liam. My wife reached for the baby. I'll hold him. She said that. Just for a second. He might wake up. He won't. I'd rather keep him. She didn't hand him over. My wife's face went stiff. I saw that look. I saw her face, too. Neither of them were smiling. After that day, she stopped coming by as much. My wife would call first. Can I come see the baby? I'm pretty busy right now. When's a good time? I'll let you know. She never did. My wife called again. I made some food. Can I bring it over? We're good. We've been cooking, but I already made it. We're really okay. My wife hung up, sat there for a while. I read the paper next to her. Why do you think she's like this? My wife asked. Who? Her. Don't know. You think she's mad at me? Don't know. Did I do something wrong? I put the paper down. You didn't do anything wrong. Then why does she keep avoiding me? She's busy with the baby. Still, my wife didn't finish the sentence, but her face looked dark. Then Thanksgiving came around again. I called my son. You coming for Thanksgiving? Dad. His voice went careful. What? We're gonna do our own thing this year. Why? Liam's still really young. Hard to move him around. It's 20 minutes. Still, I didn't ask more. All right. Hung up, told my wife. They're not coming. What? Says the baby's too young. My wife didn't say anything. Just went to the kitchen, prepped the turkey alone. I sat in the living room, turned on the TV. News said holiday traffic was bad. I could hear my wife in the kitchen. Sizzling, oil popping, vent fan running, and her sighing. I turned off the TV, went to the kitchen. Want me to help? I'm fine. Let me do something. I said I'm fine. I can do it myself. She didn't turn around. Just kept working. I stood there watching her back. Her shoulders were a little more hunched than before. Gray hairs mixed in with the brown. 30 years ago, when we first met, her hair was dark and her back was straight. Not anymore. Same with me. I left the kitchen, went back to the living room, looked out the window. Sun was going down. Sky turned orange over the buildings. Never used to see that. Used to get home after dark. Now I see the sunset almost every day. Retired 2 years ago. Got more time now. Less to do. Just more hours at home. Same with my wife. We're in the same house, but we don't talk much. Dinner's ready. Okay. I'll clean up. Sure. That's it. Thanksgiving Day. Just the two of us. We set the table, said Grace. Food was left over. My wife put it in the fridge. This'll last us a few days. Yeah. That evening, my son sent a text. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll come by soon. I didn't reply. Showed it to my wife. She looked at it, handed the phone back. Soon. When's that? I didn't answer. That night, I couldn't sleep. My wife was next to me. Her breathing wasn't steady. Couldn't tell if she was asleep or awake. I stared at the ceiling. Couldn't see it in the dark. Just black space. Her face came to mind. The bright expression from the first time we met her, and the tight face she has now. When did that change? Or was she always like that? Or did we do something wrong? I don't know. Just feels like time made it that way. Liam's face came to mind, too. Small kid, only saw him a few times. He'd be turning one soon. They said they were having a birthday party. Small thing. They invited us. I'll go, but I don't know what kind of day it's going to be. I closed my eyes. Couldn't sleep. Just lay there with my eyes closed. Liam's first birthday was on a Saturday. They rented out a room at a restaurant in the suburbs. My son texted me the address. Saturday at noon, there's parking in the back. We got there at 11:30. My wife changed her outfit 3 times. How's this? Fine. Too plain? No. What about this one? That's fine, too. She ended up wearing the first one again. In the car, she said something. Her parents are gonna be there, right? Probably. Haven't really talked to them since the wedding. We saw them at the wedding. Just for a minute. Still saw them. My wife pulled down the visor, checked her makeup, reapplied lipstick, smoothed her hair. I held the wheel. Red light. Young couple in the next lane. Car seat in the back. Kid was asleep. Light turned green. We drove to the restaurant. Parked, grabbed the card we brought. Birthday money inside. How much did you put in? 200! That enough? That's what people do now. What if her side gave more? They didn't. My wife pressed her lips together. We went inside. Private room on the 2nd floor. Door was already open, people inside. Looked like her side of the family. Younger crowd. Nobody our age. My son saw us at the door. Mom, Dad, you made it. Yeah. Happy birthday to Liam. My wife handed him the card. Thanks. He put it on a table with a stack of other cards. Where's she? My wife asked. Inside with Liam. Can we go in? Yeah, go ahead. We walked in. Liam was sitting at a table in the middle, wearing a little suit, people crowding around taking pictures. She stood next to him, watching. Saw us, nodded. Hey, Liam's getting big. My wife said that. She smiled a little. Eyes didn't. Thanks for coming. Can we hold him? She hesitated. He's doing pictures right now. Maybe after. Oh, okay. My wife stepped back. I looked at Liam. 1 year old. Round face, big eyes. Looked like my son. Camera flashed. Liam started crying. She picked him up fast. It's okay, baby. You're okay. People around laughed. He got scared. Too many flashes. She carried him to the side. We went to our table. Number 5. Corner of the room. Sat down, looked around. Table 1 had her parents. Her mom wore a bright dress, lots of jewelry. Her dad had a suit on. Family around them talking, laughing. Table 2 looked like her friends. Young women chatting loud. Tables 3 and 4, same thing. Table 5 was just us, my wife said quietly. We're the only ones from our side. What about our daughter? She texted earlier. Can't make it. Her kid has a soccer game. All right. My wife nodded. There was a glass of water on the table. I drank it. Noon hit, event started. Someone grabbed a mic. Hey everyone, thanks for coming to Liam's first birthday. People clapped. Let's do the birthday tradition. We've got some items here. Let's see what Liam picks. They put stuff on the table in front of him. Money, a book, a stethoscope, a toy microphone, a baseball. Liam sat there, her holding him steady. People cheered. What's it gonna be, Liam? He reached out. Grab the baseball, guy with the mic shouted. A baseball! Looks like we got a future athlete. Everyone clapped. She smiled, held Liam up. Her mom jumped up, started taking pictures. That's my grandson. My wife clapped. I clapped. Then they played a video. Liam from birth to now. Hospital photos. First bath. First solid food. Crawling around. Whole video, just her and my son. We weren't in it once. My wife leaned close, whispered, We're not in any of it. I didn't say anything. Video ended, food came out, buffet style. People lined up. We got up too. My wife grabbed a plate, took some food. I followed. Salad, pasta, chicken. Wasn't hungry, but I ate anyway. Went back to the table. Ate in silence. Nobody came over to talk to us. She sat at table 1 with Liam, talking with her family, laughing. My son walked around saying hi to people. Didn't come to our table. My wife put her fork down. You done? Yeah. You? Yeah. We stopped eating. Just sat there. Maybe 30 minutes passed. She came over with Liam. You want to hold him? My wife's face lit up. Can I? Sure. Just for a bit. My wife took him, careful. Hey, Liam, it's Grandma. Liam looked at her, then started crying. Oh, what's wrong? My wife looked confused. She took him back quick. He's shy around new people. Sorry. No, it's fine. My wife's voice got smaller. She walked back to table 1 with Liam. Her mom took him, held him up. He stopped crying, started smiling. My wife saw that. I saw it too. My wife grabbed her purse. I'm gonna use the restroom. Okay. She got up, left. Came back 10 minutes later. Eyes were red. You all right? Yeah, I'm fine. But her voice cracked a little. I didn't ask again. Event went on for another hour. Cake cutting, group photos. We were in one. Back row, far corner, photographer said. Everyone smiled. Flash went off. I tried to smile. My mouth didn't move much. People started leaving after that. Her side hugged her, said congrats, talked to Liam. We stayed at the table. My son came over. Thanks for coming. Yeah, it was nice. Drive safe. We should say bye to her. She's putting Liam down for a nap. I'll tell her you said bye. My wife didn't say anything. We stood up, walked out. I looked back before we left. She was talking to her mom, laughing. Looked different than when she talked to us. We got in the elevator, went down to the first floor. My wife spoke. We were just guests. Oh, she's so close with her family. I didn't respond. Elevator doors opened. We walked out, got the car. I got in the driver's seat. My wife got in the passenger side, started the engine. My wife looked out the window. Liam cried when I held him. Kids do that. He didn't cry with her mom. She sees him more. Why don't we see him more? I couldn't answer that. Started driving. Rode home. Weekend traffic, lots of cars. Stopped at a red light. My wife said something. Maybe I should stop calling. Why? Feels like I'm bothering her. Don't think like that. No, I am. Every time I call, she sounds annoyed. I didn't say anything. And Liam doesn't even like me. He's just a baby. He likes her mom. My wife looked down. What did we do wrong? You didn't do anything wrong. Then why is it like this? I couldn't answer. Did we really do something wrong? Was it wrong to ask her to help with Thanksgiving? Was it wrong to want them to visit? Was it wrong to want to see our grandson? I don't know. After that, my wife called less. Once a month, then once every 2 months. Only called my son, not her. How's everything? Good. How's Liam? Growing. Can you send a picture? Yeah, I'll send one. Pictures came sometimes. Maybe one a month. In a group chat. Her family was in it too. Her mom would comment, "My sweet boy, Grandma misses you." My wife didn't comment, just saved the photos. One day her mom posted in the group chat, "Took Liam to the park today, sharing some pics." Bunch of photos. Liam on a swing, going down a slide, holding her mom's hand. My wife looked at them, stared for a while, then put her phone down. "You okay?" "Yeah." "You don't look okay." "I'm fine." But her voice shook. That night she cried again. I heard it next to me. Didn't know what to say. Just stayed there. Winter came back around. Thanksgiving again. I called my son. "You coming this year, Dad?" Same answer. "We're going to her parents' place this time." "Why didn't you come last year?" Liam was too little. "This year her parents aren't doing well. We're getting old too." "I know. But we really can't this time." I didn't push it. "All right." Hung up. Told my wife, "They're not coming again." She didn't say anything. Just nodded. Thanksgiving morning. My wife didn't get up. "You getting up?" "I'm tired." "We should get the food ready." "Let's not do it this year." "Why? Who are we doing it for?" I didn't have an answer. She pulled the blanket over her head. I went to the living room. Turned on the TV. Thanksgiving parade was on. Families waving, music playing. I turned it off. Looked out the window. Leaves falling outside. The neighborhood was quiet. Around noon, my wife came out. "You hungry?" "Not really. We should eat something." "I don't feel like cooking." I went to the kitchen. Opened the fridge. Eggs, cheese, some leftover ham. Made scrambled eggs. 2 plates. Called her over. "Come eat." She came out. Hair messy, no makeup. We sat across from each other, ate the eggs. Didn't taste like much. But we ate. Didn't talk. After I cleaned up. She sat on the couch. Turned the TV back on. Some old movie. I sat next to her. We sat there side by side, watching. Movie had a family gathered around a table. Grandma holding a baby. Baby smiled at her. My wife turned it off. "Why'd you turn it off?" "I don't want to watch." "Okay." I didn't say more. Evening came. Sun went down. Lights came on in the other houses. We turned our lights on too. Living room. Kitchen. Bedroom. But the house still felt dark. Night came. My wife went to bed first. I followed. Turned off the light. Heard her breathing in the dark. It wasn't steady. I closed my eyes. Couldn't sleep. More Thanksgivings like this were coming. Next year, the year after. We'd keep doing this. Just the 2 of us. Quiet. Liam would grow up. Without knowing us, she'd spend holidays with her family. My son would go along with it. We'd stay here, in this house, in this quiet. I stared up at the ceiling. Couldn't see it. Just darkness. My wife turned over. I turned over. We were in the same bed, but looking at different places. Around 4 in the morning, I woke up. My wife was awake, too. Can't sleep? No, me neither. We didn't say anything else. Just lay there. Light started coming through the window. Morning was coming. A new day. But nothing would be different. Same as yesterday, same as tomorrow. That's how it would be. I see it. The following year, we didn't even ask about Thanksgiving. I didn't call my son, and my wife didn't bring up the menu. The turkey stayed in the freezer at the grocery store. We had ham sandwiches and watched a documentary about the national parks. It was quiet. It was the kind of quiet that doesn't just mean no noise, it means no expectation. In February, I turned 68. My son called. He sounded like he was in a hurry, the way he always does now. Happy birthday, Dad. Sorry we couldn't make it down. Work's been crazy, and Liam's got this ear infection. It's fine, Brian, I said. We didn't plan anything anyway. We'll try to come by next month. Maybe for lunch? Sure. Let us know. I hung up and looked at my wife. She was watering the spider plant in the corner. She didn't ask who it was. She knew. A few weeks later, my daughter Sarah called from Denver. She's always been the one who says what she thinks. Dad, I talked to Brian, she said. He told me Mom's been acting distant. Distant? I asked. He says she doesn't call anymore. He says his wife feels like Mom is judging her from a distance. I looked at the kitchen wall. There was a small crack in the drywall near the ceiling that I'd meant to fix for 5 years. Your mother stopped calling because she didn't want to be a nuisance, I said. Well, Brian says it feels like a Cold War. He's caught in the middle, Dad. There is no middle, Sarah. There's just their house and our house. That's all. She sighed, a long, frustrated sound. You guys are so stubborn. Both sides. Just someone pick up the phone and say sorry. Sorry for what? She didn't have an answer. Neither did I. In April, we decided to sell the house. It wasn't a big, dramatic decision. There were no tears. It was just a Tuesday morning and I was looking at the stairs. My knees didn't like them anymore. The house had 4 bedrooms, and 3 of them were always closed. The air in those rooms felt heavy, like it was holding on to dust from 1998. What do you think about a condo? I asked my wife. 1 floor, no yard to mow. She put down her coffee mug. She looked around the kitchen, the oak cabinets we'd picked out in the 90s, the height marks of the kids on the pantry door frame. Okay, she said. We spent a month clearing things out. 30 years of life fits into a surprising number of cardboard boxes. I found old baseball mitts, stacks of National Geographic, and a box of toys Liam had played with exactly twice. I called Brian to tell him about the move. You're selling the house? He sounded shocked. That's my childhood home. You haven't stayed in your childhood bedroom in 12 years, Brian, I said. I know, but what about the holidays? Where are we going to go? The same places you've been going, I told him. We're moving to a 2-bedroom near the lake. There's no guest room. There was a long silence on the other end. Oh, he said. Moving day was hot. We hired a couple of young guys to do the heavy lifting. I sat on a folding chair in the empty living room and watched them carry out the sofa. The house looked bigger without the furniture. It looked like a place where strangers lived. My wife was in the kitchen, wiping down the counters one last time. She wasn't crying. She just looked tired. Ready? I asked. Ready. The new condo was bright. Lots of white paint and large windows. It was modern, the kind of place young professionals live in, but the building was mostly seniors like us. The first night we ordered Chinese food and ate it on the floor because we couldn't find the box with the silverware. "It's quiet here," my wife said. "It's a good quiet," I replied. But we both knew it was a different kind of quiet. It was the quiet of a final chapter. A month later, Brian called. He wanted to bring Liam over to see the new place. "We're coming on Sunday," he said. "Around 2. "We'll be here," I said. My wife spent the whole Saturday cleaning. The place was already spotless, but she scrubbed the floors anyway. She went to the bakery and got those lemon bars Brian used to like. She even bought a small stuffed bear for Liam. Sunday at 2 came and went. At 3, the phone rang. "Dad, look, I'm so sorry." Brian's voice was strained. "Liam's nap went late and now he's cranky. If we come now, he'll just scream the whole time. Can we do a rain check?" I looked at the lemon bars on the counter. I looked at my wife, who was sitting on the edge of the new sofa wearing her nice blouse. "Sure, Brian. Next time. I'll call you later this week." "I promise." I hung up. My wife didn't ask. She just got up and started putting the lemon bars into a Tupperware container. "He's not coming?" "No. The baby's nap." She nodded. She didn't look angry. She didn't look sad. She just looked like she'd expected it. She took the stuffed bear and put it in the back of the closet. That was the moment I realized the choice had been made. Not by me and not by my wife. It was a slow choice, made over years of not like that, and we're busy, and it's too far. It was the choice of a new family to draw a circle that didn't include the old one. In the old days, I would have been furious. I would have called him back and told him about respect. I would have told him about the 30 years I spent at the DMV to pay for his college. But standing in that white modern kitchen, I didn't feel like fighting. I just felt the weight of it. The cost of time. A few days later, I saw a post on social media. My daughter-in-law had posted photos from Sunday. They weren't at home. They were at a local festival with her parents. Liam was sitting on her father's shoulders laughing. The caption said, "Best Sunday with the best grandparents. Family is everything." I didn't show it to my wife. I deleted the app from my phone. Now our life has a new routine. I take a walk by the lake every morning at 7. I watch the rowers on the water. I come home, have breakfast with my wife. We talk about the weather. We talk about what's on sale at the grocery store. We don't talk about Brian much. We don't talk about Liam. Sometimes my wife will see a little boy at the park and she'll stop for a second, but then she'll keep walking. I'm 70 now. My son calls on Christmas and Father's Day. We keep the conversations to 10 minutes. We talk about his job, the weather in Chicago, and how big Liam is getting. He sends a video of Liam opening presents. We watch it once, and then we go back to whatever we were doing. I used to think that life was like a movie, with a big climax and a resolution. I thought there would be a scene where we all sat down and cried and understood each other. But that's not how it works. Usually things just fade. The colors get a little duller every year until you realize you're looking at a different picture entirely. Last night I woke up around 3. The condo was silent. The city lights were reflecting off the ceiling in a soft blue glow. I looked at my wife. She was sleeping soundly for once. I thought about that Thanksgiving morning 3 years ago. The silence in the kitchen. The closed doors. I could have walked to that guest room door. I could have knocked. I could have said, "What is going on? Why are we like this?" Maybe it would have changed things. Maybe it would have made it worse. I'll never know. I chose to stay in the living room. I chose to let the silence stay. I got out of bed and went to the kitchen. I poured a glass of water. The lemon bars were still in the fridge. They were probably dry by now. I should throw them out tomorrow. I stood by the window and looked out at the street. A lone taxi drove by. A street lamp flickered. The house is gone. The kids are gone. It's just me and her now. It wasn't what I planned. It's not a tragedy, and it's certainly not a success. It's just what happened. I finished my water and went back to bed. Tomorrow morning, I'll take my walk. I'll see the rowers. I'll come home and have coffee. The sun will come up and the day will pass. And the silence will be there waiting. That's my life now. I did it. I chose this, or I let it happen. It doesn't really matter which. I closed my eyes and waited for the morning.